I'm on my own, nobody better ask me for none. Remember we was sliding in that four-door Audi. When it's smoke, they get the hot and make them scared.
Tonight, from Oakland, California, it's a special Thanksgiving night presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Versus Tua Tagovailoa and the London Monarchs.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. Here's Thompson to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll run now with Gaskin, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The rushing numbers for Gaskin last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the handoff, it's Gaskin, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Well, this defense for the Niners, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
A first carry now for Thompson. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 36. Here's Gaskin. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Gaskin on the carry. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
Now the red challenge flag makes an appearance as Andy Reid wants a second opinion. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Myles Gaskin with touchdown number 8 on the year. To take a first quarter lead. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was capped off by a Myles Gaskin touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. A handoff as they run the counter play. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th. big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Tua. And this is caught at the 8. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Sanders is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
Trey Lance and the 49ers set to go back on offense here. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. 1 play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did, but there's still a place for it.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Here's Lance to throw it. Drops this one down to Sermon. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st, as he can only get this to the 30. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. London about set to take over on offense. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And what a big-time play there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Looking to pass. Tua. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Monarchs add 6 to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that. Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And Lance now to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
From midfield, here's Lance. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Hands it off out of the gun. Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. A solid stiff arm. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So here's the home side to take over on offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now Lance on the bootleg. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Lance, a give now to Sermon. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. On the draw is Sermon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run for the first with Sermon. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Okay, CD, second quarter, look at their deficit and where they're at on the field. They're going for this, right?
I think that they are, because down at this point, they've just made that big move. Ride the momentum wave while you can. I know people think, hey, you got to get some points here. Hey, you're riding it big time. Go get it done.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mitchell. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Point after try forthcoming. And it's 17-7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here's Thompson on the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Maurice Hurst in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked out by Michael Ojemudia. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. A quick pass to Cup. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Tua. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Right back to Waddle, and this time he's got it. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And Gaskin, I don't think he got there. No, they're going to mark him short. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sanders' kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Once again, hope everyone out there has a wonderful Thanksgiving. Settling down now to watch Thursday Night Football. Let's take a look ahead to what's coming here on the rest of this holiday weekend. In the early window, we'll have our eye on that game in Jacksonville. The Jaguars going to need to be on their A game, as that promises to be a tight one. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on the Green Bay Packers. And then lastly, the nation gets a good one on Monday night between the Philadelphia Eagles and what equates to be a very tough opponent. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Trey Lance of the 49ers set to go back on offense here. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Lance now on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On the handoff, Sermon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
The game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school smash mouth football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Lance. And a quick throw here that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Here's Lance. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing now is Lance. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Lance again. And right back to Kittle. This time he's got it. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Sermon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the 4th quarter, even with the loss there on 1st down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now is if you can run out for a pass or actually carry the ball into the end zone. Otherwise, don't even look at the coach.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Lance looking to throw it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Another run with Gaskin. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Play action. Now it's Tua. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Monarchs are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the 2nd half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks...
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 13. And the Niners are right back in this football game. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now Lance. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That makes things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Sanders' kick is good, and that will swell the lead to 16. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
Trey Lance of the 49ers set to go back on offense here. And, partner, there's really no way to sugarcoat the game that he's had. He's just struggled.
And anytime you're throwing this amount of interceptions, there's some element of bad luck. Sometimes you get a tip ball. But overall, as you've noted, there's just no way around it. It's been a horrible, horrible game for him. But can he rally himself, pick himself up, and make a winning play or two when they need it? That's what we're looking for.
Yeah, he's looking for anything to cling on to right now in the positive department. Now we'll throw here to his running back, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Flushed out right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Lance going to throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
Well, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short. To throw, it's Lance. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up the 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
Again, it's Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Lance. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Lance looks to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. And they'll go for it. Lance. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step one, the touchdown. You need a two-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they'll have to go for two again. That's why teams are practicing multiple two-point plays.
We saw that Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big two-point conversions. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get two, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. London about set to take over on offense. And a few kneel downs. Little reason to use him at this point. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. You need